Okay, sweet. And we're live.
Russia and
So yeah, so
yeah.
Jinrai. So we have Jinrai is RENRUKA. I mean RENRAKU A, and the NSF is the RENRAKU base team. So I guess you have A team and the B team. Make it easy.
And then we got a close ghost as one of the first spawn. Domler's watching close. Not sure if Jinrai will take the bait. Seems like they're playing very defensively.
Yeah, I imagine that 3v3 format is going to change how you stretch your team out and what angles you take and how you play. Maybe not play as aggressively. We don't have as many team members to expend. Everybody seems to be moving very gingerly.
I think it's a lot harder to come back from 2v3 than 4v5.
Correct. Again, missing elements makes it more difficult. But I think this does help. It's kind of like a practice for when you're in these tight situations and you have less team members. Dahmer's being very generous here with the amount of cover he's taking on the ghost.
Seems like they're watching basement. NSF is gonna pop up through there.
Looks like Jinrai is coming through highway.
Looks like we might see our first little firefight right here.
Yep.
Starbuck lit up quite a bit at half health.
It looks like we got some recons flanking through basement. Yeah, Miso and Lizard are about to meet up here soon. And
Ooh,
it looks
Miso's
like
down.
Miso's down there. The team ends up collapsing on him. Fantastic.
Seems like the two assaults on Jinrai might push up through the basement.
But now they have information and know where the rest of the team is at, so they'll be using that to their advantage. You got the Damas picked up the ghost. It's moving up to the
Skybridge
hallway right
area.
now. Yeah.
Ooh, seems like they might be going for the cab.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna get it because they got information. All three were collapsed on Miso, and they might be out of position. Oh,
The Lizard can get there in time to prevent that cab. Rush, or what are you helping your ghost carrier?
oh.
Alright, first round's a tie. See, the competitive format, you really have to play aggressive to get those. You can't just let it tie out.
Does that count as a tie, even though they had less team? I mean, I know the match determines it based on how many people
In
in the game. It's based on who has the more team health, right? But so
I think it's based on who has the most players alive at the end of the round. But in the competitive
yeah,
format, I think it's not awarded a win just based on a timeout. I think you have to hunt down the enemy players or capture the ghost. Ooh, Skybridge. Two Jinrai get passed on Skybridge. Three Jinrai get passed on Skybridge. Recon there, missed the jump. Bit of a crunch. Domler taken out by a quick from Merit right on the ghost. Ooh. That was a quick one there. Seemed like they all just trying to converge. Just snowballed in NSF's favor. Tough part about playing aggressive, you really have to be confident winning those firefights.
yeah, and a lot of firefight like trading and Neo Tokyo is based on your positioning and who's got a better shot due to the way that the sprays work. So your aim is one thing, but also being in the right spot, leaning the right angle adds a lot to whether or not you'll be able to come out the victor.
Yeah. Having teammates covering your other angles too.
Yeah,
Can
it's
also
really
help.
important. I think it's just a little bit more difficult to come in and ace, and you can't just. It's not like CS. You get the Counter Strike. I mean, you get the deagle, you get a couple shots. You really have to rely on your teammates and coordination to make those things come through here.
Exactly. Got a semi-close ghost. Ghost briefing.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
it's
it looks like
actually an underground.
is it in underground? It looks like it's in. Okay, Lizard's jumping down into hangar right now. I don't think he has anybody else. His teammates are coming in on hangar, so the Jinrai is in hangar now. NSF is just now starting to hear them coming over. Yep, we got some.
Seems like one recon down.
Yep. Nice
Plus
grenade.
also shot by a nade.
And when Jinrai seems to be retreating, dropped another nade.
Jinrai seems pretty well pinned down, but it seems like they turned the tide.
Yeah, they got good cover. You have to expose yourself coming out into take fight, to, shoot into hangar. And now they're trying to figure out what the last one is.
Daimler, get him out of
Wow,
ammo.
Daimler clutching.
It's got a cheeky reload. 7 HP on Starbuck. Daimler flanking around. Starbuck doesn't hear me.
I
Yeah.
guess he didn't
One
hear
shot.
that. Yeah. Wow, he's about to get popped. Woo! I was about to say, I wonder if he was going to miss him.
Ah,
Great
seemed like
flank on Daimler.
Starbuck might have been going to reposition there, and he might not have heard him.
Yeah, that's the thing about a lot of these maps is there's so many routes to double back. A lot of times when you're playing, you can't quite just hold one angle. You kind of have to be cognizant of the other routes that are to you, because there's usually a couple different ways to get to you. Especially if last alive is you're playing against a recon, and then there's a lot of different opportunities for them to jump around and get the advantage. So when you're holding in that last situation, sometimes you can't just hold that one angle. You can't hold it for very long. You have to make a decision. Looks like Jinrai is jumping in the hangar again.
They're worried about Seth taking him down a little quickly. Lizard has an MX right now. That's going to be a pretty big game changer. Land a few shots with it.
For sure. Again, another. It's almost like who's the first to make a mistake in this type of situation, because if you press your advantage, you end up in a 2v3. It's a very difficult way to come up out of that.
Exactly.
And it seems like these teams are holding the positions that they feel comfortable with, and then they're going to use that after they gather information to figure out where to move to next. Jinrai seems to like the hangar a lot. They're moving through mid right now, and they have the ghost, so they'll be able to see everybody around them. It looks like Miso dropped down on Merit, coming on the other side of hangar.
Seems like Jinrai has pretty much isolated themselves in server.
Yeah, but Daimler and Russia have the high ground and a lot of more advantage on the site. Grenade goes in, didn't quite get it through the door. Oh boy, you love that. NT 2006 physics render. I mean, that could have happened with any game, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if Russia knows he can shoot through that glass. Oh wow.
Yeah, a lot of the glass on this map is bulletproof.
I thought a couple bullets come through. Like if you shoot, you can scratch the surface on somebody, but I forget which glass you can shoot through, which glass you can't.
I think on this map, a lot of the higher up glass you can't shoot, or at least suffer a massive penalty damage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
2 versus 1.
Almost. Yeah, that MX comes through. Yeah, you were right. Was the difference maker. But also they stacked up. Rushing in is maybe not the best way to handle that. But sometimes it is.
Get him while reloading. I've done that quite a bit.
This is the heart attack simulator. I feel you, man.
It's the first win for Jinrai. They get one more, they can tie it up. Ooh. 2 supports with 2 MXs. That'd be a hard one to change the balance.
I guess they're going heavier because Jinrai doesn't have any recon, so I think they're going on more durability in the team fight than flanking advantage, which makes sense if you don't have such few players. Dalmas got the ghost, trying to come up to highway, and looks like Russia's been pinned down.
That MX though is insanely powerful. That was one shot through a door and Rusher's already down 28 HP.
Man, that's incredible. Miso's got a flank lined up for the coming through hangar, but I don't know if he's going to take it.
Starbuck down to 78. Barrett might be coming through basement, blinking down. Seems like he's watching the staircase right now.
Out comes the support smokes, and nobody can see through that but them, not even us.
Exactly. All the more reason to have a more balanced team comp.
Yep.
Merritt flanking through the NSF spawn. Right?
Yeah, let's see if he's going to get all the way around, or if Miso's going to catch him.
Looks like he got called out by Daimler.
Yeah, Miso's got him. Miso's got a pin on him. Yep. There comes Miso with the covering on the backside. A little late. He could have helped his teammate out, so they would have had a, 3v2, but it worked out.
You end up trading a lot like that in these team games where you call out after you die.
Yeah.
2 supports in hand.
Miso's pushing through. I think they've retreated in the basement. Yep.
Miso's playing a pretty aggressive recon.
Yeah, playing against supports. I mean, you got to figure out something to move in your, that ambush technique is usually the way to go.
When you face them one-on-one, you may as well be going to assault. You really got to use the agility of the recon advantage.
Miso spraying through the bottom of that window, trying to get something going.
Ooh. Lizard
Wow.
with 13 HP. Support, but weak. And tie out. See, those ties are only helping NSF. Ooh.
You still get points for that after the match?
You do, actually.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So it's good to follow through.
The only thing is you have to worry about giving the enemy team points if they kill you. But if
Correct.
they're at 13 HP like that, it's free XP.
Right. Right.
Almost put him at 10. Rusher has the MXS. Kind of an odd choice to see.
Yeah, I guess, not really sure why you go suppress. Just, the thing is so powerful. Hit whatever you hit with as much force as possible. And he gets dropped by Lizard. I guess Lizard just had the better shot. Also, he's support. Wow, nice. Miso with the full flank of the knife kill. Wild. Wow, Miso popping off. Popping off.
Pretty good play.
Yeah, I'm surprised his teammate didn't call him out.
Now, Lizard's kind of in trouble here. He's support and he's in their spawn. If they can find some way to get that ghost out of there, they can cap on.
He's out of ammo. I don't know why he kept clicking. Kayla only has like 6 shots.
At that point, he wouldn't have much time to reload.
He switched his Kayla because he thought they were going to come through, right when he ran out of ammo on the MX, and they didn't. So then he just had the Kayla and then no ammo in his main weapon. So poor.
Best, but you don't have all the information situation.
Correct. That's true.
If you can land them.
Right.
Ooh.
Okay, we got a triple rush up hallway. Double peek.
Starbuck took a shotgun. Seems like he's anticipating fighting close quarters. Seems like they all went basement. Camping ghost.
Starbuck just picked up the ghost in lockers. Merritt's covering the other entrance. Rusher's about to come meet Merritt here very shortly.
Rusher's got to be careful. Called out. Ideally, NSF should isolate them in the basement. Seems like they're trying to do.
Well, they know they have the ghost, right? And so if anybody's going to peek first, it should be Gen Rise. NSF holding angles is the smart thing to do.
but they can't afford to tie it out too much.
Correct. Correct. But neither can Jinrai. So.
Ooh, Lizard with a shotgun.
Yep. And he gets it.
Down goes Miso. 25 HP left on Lizard, though. Go ahead and there.
Dowler gets one. Has eyes on another with the ghost. Russia's coming in to flank. I think Russia should probably push in a little bit more. We'll see. They got a nice little pincer movement going on here. They do have the ghost, so they know they're coming. But if you're ghosting, it's really a 2v1.
Daimler should help Russia to push in.
Yep.
Again, like you said, it's 1v2. Ooh. Daimler taken down. Merritt taken down. Nice on Rusher. That's what you have to do in that kind of situation. You have to go in from 2 angles at once. But they only have one guy with a primary. I come back down with 2 assaults, 1 recon. Starbucks sticking with that shotgun.
You're going to mirror match here on both sides. I think shotgun's a good idea. These engagements, due to the way that they're playing this 3v3, tend to be a little bit more closer than some engagements can be when you're playing a typical 5v5 or 7v7.
And
so that makes sense to me.
Too.
Correct. Ooh, that's risky. Russia. They got the grenade, got the trade. That was risky.
Nice on Jinrai.
Drop. That's a good trade. Lizard's about to do explode. Wow. And Lizard gets the best of the of the recon battle.
3 versus 0. Sometimes things just kind of snowball like that.
Yeah, they
really
do.
Good flank on Lizard's part.
No, it's great.
3 of them.
Great gameplay. I think they're starting to get more comfortable with the way that they're playing and the way that you have to strategize with the 3v3 and how it's best to move forward with that. You know what I mean? Like when they were starting off first, they seemed a little bit scared and trying to find like, well, where can I push and where can I hold? And now we're starting to see them come alive a little bit more and be able to make more shrewd decisions. Now they've gotten the hang of the spacing and gathering the information.
Exactly. I think once you start to know how the enemy's going to play, what avenues and the flanks they usually tend to play, you can start playing around that.
Starbuck got pinched between 2 enemies pushing up. That was risky. But he's got information, so now the team knows where they are.
Ooh, Russia taken down by an MX. Never good to turn a corner while you're reloading.
Absolutely, huh? That's FPS rules 101. Double that for Neo Tokyo. Miso coming through hangar right now. He's got a free shot on the Ghost. Drops 1. And the MX is, woof.
1-1.
Taxing.
Daimler versus Lizard right now.
Lizard still got that smoke cover. Daimler can't do anything about that. It looks like he's going to try to take a different angle. Lizard's going to go for the Ghost to figure out what's going on. He's staying near his weapons. I guess he's just trying to get information and make a decision, but he definitely can't make the run there without Daimler picking him off. Although Daimler's pretty far out of position. He actually might be able to make it, yeah.
No, he's not going to make it. He might be trying to bait him in, take him out with Kyla. That's a pretty ballsy play.
Yeah.
44 HP left on Daimler. Again, the Kyla, it's a cannon, but you really have to land those hits, which can be very tough in the heat of the moment.
And also, Daimler's an assault, not recon, so I think it's, 3 body shots, 4 body shots?
Something like that. You have to land the majority of your hits.
Yeah, I think it's 2. If you get a headshot, it's either 2 or it might be 1 headshot to an assault with the Kyla. But again, you got to land your shots. And
yeah, MX, you can just hold down the fire button and keep going.
Yep.
Lizard already in hidey hole. Got a very
Russia with the suppressed MX coming, pushing through as well on the bottom side.
Starbuck taken down in little courtyard.
Dama taking fire from Lizard, appropriately spaced. That was a great off angle for him. But Miso's jumping in to close the distance between him and Lizard. See if he can get some information. Lizard's already moved inside, so and
Was it?
they
Yeah.
wow. Russia came through to flank, yep, and help Miso out.
Caught between a
So
rock and a hard place. Merritt
great pinch
down to
movement.
salvage this.
That was a great grenade. Russia barely got out in time.
Merritt's going to play this defensively or try to narrow it down.
Yeah,
If
Miso's
he
on
can
his trail
survive,
though.
he'll tie out, but
Miso's got a great shot on him.
ooh, 1 versus 1.
And
100 HP
and
on both.
Miso
That
didn't
makes
hit
sense.
him at all. Yeah, he got away scot-free.
Could be anyone's around.
Yeah, Russia's slightly out of position though, because Merritt can technically jump and grab the ghost.
But grabbing the ghost in a 1v1 like that, you're racing against time.
That's true.
Merritt actually has blood spatter on my screen. I guess client
Huh.
side he got it, server side he didn't. Ooh, he does go for the ghost though.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Right.
And he's down there and yep,
Ooh.
you're right. It's risky. I think the better play would have been to kind of like hotkey, like touch the ghost and then drop and pick up your weapon because you can bait him to come out just like that. Then you would have had to drop on him instead of actually trying to pick up the ghost and ghost in a 1v1 situation.
Oh, 6 versus 2.
Yeah. Fantastic. That was actually some really, really interesting NT. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Each match was, anybody's game, and, it worked out pretty well for that.
Sometimes I think come out just a slight hair ahead in each round.